his wife died. Anne died, and
Yeah, I like
Anne
Anne.
is now contacting
Good
him,
friend.
and she's still writing books with him. Now that she's dead, right? And it's not writing books about Whitley's experiences. And so Whitley Strieber was saying, and I've had this happen too, that there's a crossover, that the dead sometimes go on board ships. Sometimes the contacting experiencers will see the dead, their deceased relatives, in their UFO encounters. So what do you know about that? It seems to be a huge connection between the living dead, extraterrestrials, and the paranormal. What are your thoughts on that? Let's go round table on that one. What do you guys think about it? Go ahead, Valerie. You go first.
Well, I actually have to say I don't know enough about it to really comment on it. I have heard of the experience, and I believe it does happen, but I don't know enough about it to really comment on it.
Okay, that's fine. That's a good answer. Jaimy, what do you know about the connection between extraterrestrials, experiencers, and the dead? Anything?
Yeah, I very little from my end as well. I mean, I've seen those as a lot of stuff I've looked at. I've seen those as separate, but I do believe that some of the extraterrestrial encounters are or can be from other dimensions, and we quite don't understand what that means really at this point. At least I don't. And those other dimensions could be where those who have passed may reside as well. So I believe, and Paul, has covered this before, where he talks about sometimes, ghosts are mistaken for ETs and vice versa. So I think there is a connection. I haven't seen enough research to talk about it. So I'll pass.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Well, I think this just talks to how much depth there is to the field, all the different fields, that there's so much to know and learn, and that's another reason why I want to do the convention, is that so we can learn, we can find out what's going out there, talk about people talking about their experiences, sharing it with others, networking. And talking about all the different types of experiences that not everyone has them. You could be an experiencer, but you can have different types of experiences. So I think it'd be a great place to just kind of learn from other people and say, oh wow, I didn't know about that, or gee, oh hey, that did happen to me and I didn't know what it was. So that's another reason why I was invested in this convention, is that people can learn from each other and grow, and if you and invest more time in learning about the part of the paranormal or UFOs or whatever. If you have a significant interest in something, you can learn more about it.
Well, Valerie,
so
did you have any problem with the
ahead.
X-Filers Unlimited? Because you're getting the guy from X-Files, and with X-Filers in your name, did you have to get permission from anybody with the television show or X-Files, or because that's a great name. They know that that's a brand, right, for the TV show.
Yeah. Well, it's just a fan-led one. I don't think I had to get any permission. Maybe that was something. I don't believe so. It's fan-led. It's a lot of people use
X-Files
different types of things,
like Xerox for IBM or something like that, right? A copy.
Yeah.
We say you say X-Files because of the TV show. We all know we're all fans. I'm definitely a fan, but I just wanted to know if you had trouble because they have a brand. They have an X-Files wiki. They have an X-File, but that's something that if you're going to be doing this, X-Filers Unlimited is the name of your domain. So that's your brand. So that's your name, your domain. Jaimy, go ahead.
And it's very different from the X-Files. I mean, there's no way you can say it's the same thing. So, I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, it's very different. Yeah, I can't use anything from the X-Files per se, like Fox, from the Fox station, or I can't use their photographs. I can't use their whatever they have, whatever media they have. I can't do that. I could never do that, because that would not be. That would be illegal, or I would get in trouble. But X-Files United, it's very different. It's not anywhere near X-Files, so you can't confuse the two. So it's just kind of like similar, but it's not the same.
Well, X-Files. So maybe there's a. Did you look it up, the definition or anything? But that's just fun. We all know what X-Files is. So you've got X-Filers Unlimited, and really this is exciting because, like you said, it's a lot of paranormal research, and it can be. A lot of people think it's just ghost hunting, but it's not. It's not just psychics and mediums and ghosts. It's UFOs and cryptid researchers and authors. It's all kind of stuff with X-Filers. Go ahead.
Right. Well, and there's a convention, I believe it's in May. It's called X-Fest. So, that's taken from the X-Files. So it's similar, but not the same. And there's X-Files News. I mean, now that's different. They're mostly on Twitter, and they update on Facebook. They update people on information regarding the TV show X-Files. So that's different. So we're just not, So, I mean, there's similar things that go on or similar names for different things, but we're all different. We all have a different agenda is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they got in Houston they have events there, but in Pearland, where I used to live when my kids were little, I was Pearland PD and worked there. I don't know if I want people knowing that now, but anyway, where I was going with this was they have an Excess Event Center. I said Excess, so because you said the word Excess, and I thought of Excess Event Center, in Pearland, So anyway, so X, and I'm just excited because I love X-Files. And being a paranormal researcher, a UFO ET contactee, and writing all kind of books, and I wrote 2012 and Beyond, and Jaimy wrote Beyond 2012. Is that a coincidence?
Wow!
Deja vu, folks.
Wow! Well, you know what they say. There's no such thing as coincidences. I guess you two are fated to meet.
I guess so.
That's it.
2012 and Beyond, folks. So that's your host, Teresa J. Morris. I got me a plug in there, didn't I?
You did. You did.
So Jaimy has folks Beyond 2012, and TJ Morris has 2012 and Beyond. So, awesome. And I wrote Cosmology, Knowing Cosmology, and Janet and I are working on our new book. So let me get a plug in. We don't know what we're going to call it, but we're working on Portal Stargate, because she had Stargate to the Cosmos in 2018, and we have people wanting to work with us as agents, consultants, and organizers, and we've been using ACO Association for Alien Contact Org and ACO for Ascension Center Org, and we're sort of bringing them all together. But you guys just look us up on Facebook. But I'm excited about maybe somehow getting and helping you in the future, so I hope you have some more of these, because we love to promote. And that's how Janet and I got started, from 27 to 2012 when we began this TJ Morris ET Radio. And so you didn't even know you were going to be on an ET radio, did you, Valerie?
No. I had no idea that when Jaimy reached out and started, networking and stuff, that we would actually be on radio shows. I didn't even think of the possibility. So I didn't think anyone would really be interested at first. So that's exciting too.
Girl.
That's great.
Janet, did you find Jaimy, or did Jaimy find you? Let's get the scoop now, folks.
I'm not sure how we found each other. We're running out of time. I had a couple questions before we end up, the show ends. I wanted to know more about
researchers. Go ahead.
Right.
Paranormal researchers.
I wanted to know more about the activity in your part of the world. It's not a very big state, but I guess you get the surrounding area. What kind of cryptoids and you have Bigfoot in your state. What's going on up there in your part of the world in terms of Mothman and Nessie and all those things involving cryptids?
Oh, cryptozoology.
Yes.
Well, for me, it's like I didn't know there was much. I didn't know. I mean, when I hear Bigfoot, it was always seemed to be in the South and the Midwest and up in California or Oregon. And, you know, the Nessie is down up in Scotland. And Mothman is in New Jersey. So I didn't know if there was really, I hadn't heard of anything really in New England. But one of our presenters, Jaimy, is it Shane or is it
Alexander Petikoff?
Or is it Mike?
I think it's Alexander Petikoff you're thinking of?
Is he going to do the one on local cryptozoology in New England?
Yes. Yep. Alexander Petikoff. Yep.
Oh, okay. And he's a filmmaker too.
Correct.
So he's going to be doing a lecture right on that, on New England cryptozoology and cryptids. So that's another way I can learn, because I don't know what's in New England. I don't know what kind of cryptids we have. So
awesome.
That's going to be a learning experience. I can't wait to hear it.
And what about UFOs? What kind of sightings do you have in your part of the world? And it can be like the whole, surrounding states. Do you have a lot of activity there? Have you seen one?
I haven't. I believe Jaimy has. More than one, really, right, Jaimy?
Yes, I have, and there's definitely history of sightings within the area. Even in Rhode Island, there's an old photo that's pretty popular. I forget what year it was from, maybe in the late '60s, that was taken in with Cranston, Rhode Island. But I've seen craft both here in the New England and outside the New England area, which were fascinating to me. And there's a website, I forget the name of it, that lists sightings throughout the country, and every now and again, certainly there's reports in the New England area, Rhode Island, Connecticut has a pretty active MUFON group too that lists a bunch of sightings within the Connecticut area as well. So definitely a lot of activity in this part of the world. So it's pretty fascinating.
I know in upstate Massachusetts, like northwestern Massachusetts has had a lot of sightings, and I believe northern New Hampshire has had there's a special strips or special roads that you can go down to that are known to have a high UFO incident.
You're right, Val. Betty and Barney Hill obviously was New Hampshire. That's a pretty famous case.
Whoa.
Obviously in Maine. Yeah, in Maine was the Allagash abductions. I've met Charlie. He's awesome. I've seen him speak. But the Allagash abductions are pretty famous as well. So certainly Maine, New Hampshire, a lot of famous sightings there as well.
Is MUFON Rhode Island helping you? Future UFO Network? They're on Facebook. You need to hit on them real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, they haven't helped with the conference
I reached
so much.
out. Yeah, I reached out to them, but I haven't gotten much response from them. But,
Well, that's okay. Find a chapter, but, Ken Pfeiffer's the state director of Rhode Island, okay?
Yeah.
Or was.
Yeah.
I don't know. Janet knows more about the directors. She's working with one this week.
I don't know about the directors.
Oh, you don't? Well, you used
no,
to.
I don't know.
All right, well,
no.
Last 8 years, we're not up on all the directors, okay? But you had some lady come on. But we'll ask and make sure. Rhode Island, folks. Rhode Island and UFOs caught in Rhode Island. And, we do a lot of UFO stuff. So we're going to do cryptozoology, alienology, phenomenology with X-Files Filers Unlimited. And you're going to hear a lot more. Now, this is Valerie, and she, lo and behold, we believe she has been, got an epiphany, an inspiration. Did you really, just really quick, tell us why you wanted to do this? Because this is a huge undertaking. We got almost 15 minutes left, so huge undertaking to just say, I'm going to put on this conference, and it's going to be maybe, every day, 3 days out of the year. This is huge. Valerie, we really respect you. You got to understand, this is me and Janet's life for 12 years, okay? You got to get this. This is what